Hi there, guys. So today we're going to talk about my first sober festival. So we did Slam Dunk yesterday, and I'm not going to come here and bullshit you about how sober life is easier, better, whatever. It does have positives by all means, and I will talk about that more in my next video about sobriety. But today we're talking about the festival. The festival was really, really good. I had a really great time, but it wasn't easy. It was complicated. My anxiety levels were particularly high. I didn't challenge myself and talk to anyone, so I didn't make any friends while I was there. I did run into some of my friends that were there, which was nice. But I've gotten used to doing these festivals by myself, and it's a lot easier with scheduling and stuff and seeing the bands that you want. But alcohol definitely made the time pass better, and it also gave you the confidence to go and chat to people. It was a really, really great festival. The weather could have been better. It was a bit grey, a bit grim. But you do notice when you're sober that everybody is with groups. You're more in tune with your surroundings. The alcohol does block that out. So that was difficult. I got to see all the bands that I wanted to see, barring a couple because of some technical difficulties at one of the stages, which meant some of the bands were delayed, which then messes up your schedule a bit. But every thought is running through your head when you're at a festival and you're sober. It's not easy to block everything out and just enjoy the day. You question sort of every decision that you make because of the clarity that you have, which in some ways is good, in some ways it's makes things more difficult. It was still a fun time, and I'm glad that I did it. And tomorrow will be my year sobriety. I mean, the last time that I actually drank was at Slam Dunk Festival. So to be a year on is quite an achievement, but also it's a shock. How quickly it's gone. But yeah, the festival was really fun. It was different. But I wouldn't say it was a bad thing. I'm glad, as I say, I'm glad I did it. I just would say that you're more aware of your head in those sort of scenarios, and that's something that I'm going to have to get used to. But it is nice to know that I'm going to remember it all, and that I wasn't having to try and get home on my 2-hour journey home from Hatfield drunk. So there's the safety aspect of it. But the vibe did feel different. And I think that was the festival in general, just felt different. I don't know if that was the weather or the bands that were on or whatever. But yeah, it was strange. Didn't mean that I spent less money, which was good. I used the money that I probably would have spent on drink on merch. I did buy a gig t-shirt, which I haven't done in the last couple of years because it's been too expensive. Knowing how much I'm going to spend on that day as well. I did buy food, which I wouldn't normally do. Didn't realise how expensive the food was at Slam Dunk. But overall, it was a really good experience. And that has is positive for me staying on track with my sobriety. So yeah, but as I say, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that it was easy, because it wasn't. And I am still learning about myself and still learning how to build my own confidence with it, because it wasn't something I was born with, and it's something that I'm working on. Because when I was drinking, it was so easy to go up to people and just start talking to people at a gig, but not so much anymore. But I mean, other than that aspect, I'd say it was a pretty good experience. Yeah. Anyways, I hope you're having a great day and a great mental health day, and I'll speak to you guys soon.